I'm a pit bull, and I approve this message.
Conversations with a Pit Bull. My name's Brett Hunt, two-time LA Comedy Award winner, and we're about ready to hit Bollywood Boulevard, check it out, talk to some folks about pit bulls, dog breeds, and see what all the dog owners here in Hollywood have to say about that. And we're here with
David.
David. Where are you from, David?
Israel.
You live here in Hollywood?
Yes, I do.
Minnesota. St. Louis.
France.
France.
Colorado Springs, actually. I own a pit bull. He's a year old, and he's wonderful. I love him.
Gil, you're on Conversations with a Pit Bull. This is a cool live television show. It's really fun. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Fresno, they have the?
Fresno Pit Bull Rescue?
Yes, there you go. Go by and see them and say hey. What do you think of shock collars?
No.
Are you guys familiar with BSL? That's called breed-specific legislation. Basically what is going on is a piece of legislation that's targeting specific breeds of animals. Specifically, at this point, they're targeting pit bulls. What do you think of that?
It's the owners that are the issue, not the pit bulls.
Due to scheduling conflicts, the program you're about to see is already in progress.
With those 20 different breeds, does it put them in any sort of an order? Like
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
It just says that, and you know, part of that is if you start putting them in order, you're actually just starting the whole breed conversation over again.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. I was just wondering, since it was a comprehensive study, you know.
I never like to say, you know, well, you know, this breed bites more than pit bulls, because if you make that argument, you're undercutting the argument that breed is not a factor.
Right. It's
so
just, I
all
like
dogs
the fact.
can bite. The bigger the dog is, the more damage it can do. And that goes for all dogs.
That goes for all things. I mean, because, you know, if a tractor trailer runs into you, it does a lot more damage than a Volkswagen. So, duh.
Or a bicycle.
Yeah.
Or a bicycle. Yeah, a Volkswagen could possibly do damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Fred, you're going to stick around with us. We're going to get to the phone lines. I saw some people called and hung up, so you guys can call back again. You know, I don't have a switchboard operator. Danny left, so I'm doing this all by myself. But we got one call on the line we're going to get to in 1 second, and then the rest is 323-965-1600. And if you don't call in, just thanks for listening. And, you know, Rebecca and I are cool. All right, so.
Hey, Danny told me to make sure that you run your commercial.
Oh, yeah, we did. We ran one, so you know, so I think that might just do me for a minute, but I definitely will. Right. And you stick around because I want to see, you know, what else you got to say, and I want you on to just talk with Rebecca, okay?
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, let's go to the phones, and so people, hello, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Good, Foster, Drayton Michaels. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, so we got Rebecca here. Rebecca, say hello to Drayton.
Hi, Drayton. How are you?
Good, Rebecca. Yourself?
I'm wonderful. Thank you very much.
Great. Well, thanks for doing this interview. Just give you a quick background of who I am, and then I have a few questions. I'm a dog trainer, behavior technician, and you can check out what I do on pitbullguru.com. And I've also made a number of media-related films for dog advocacy and dog training. And my film, The Pitbull Hoax, was part of an educational presentation in Ohio that ended BSL in that state.
Oh, cool.
My first question for you would be, is one of the security for the event. Obviously, you can't lock down the whole city for the day. And there's already been some posts about people showing up with dogs, and some people may just show up just not even knowing that it's your event, but just show up with their dogs. What about security, and what if something goes horribly wrong that day?
Well, I mean, what if it does? I mean,
well, are you going to stick around and help us clean that up, or are you just going to go back to whatever you're doing? I mean, because it could set back the movement, and it could set back the the dogs, and that's really what I'm concerned about is the dogs. I mean, we've come really far. The media has actually been really good about not, beating up on these dogs for the most part ever since the Vic case. So I'm just curious because anything can happen on a dog walk or with dogs in public.
Yeah.
I work with about 400 dogs a year.
Let me answer your first question because you're going at a high speed here. My first question to you is all the things that you've done for pit bulls and all the films that you mentioned and all the things that you plugged, did you do that for profit or nonprofit?
No profit at all, but I do train dogs for money because that's my job. That's what I do. I provide education for people. But yeah, I don't make any money off the films I make. That's for sure.
Okay, just a simple question there. That's the first thing. And then I would like to address the very first thing that you said.
Security.
Well, yeah, you addressed a few things. So the first thing is I have been very vocal about no dogs being allowed at the march. The people that say that they want to bring dogs are basically asking if they can bring their service dogs. And, of course, if someone has a service dog and they rely on that dog to help them maneuver and function and live, of course they can bring a service dog.
But what about the other people that may not have service dogs? People just show up because they get wind of the idea that there's some sort of pit bull event.
Let me finish, please. Let me finish. So there, you can't. Here's the deal. I'm planning a rally on a national level to end breed-specific legislation and to end abuse and educate people about what is going on. And my belief is, as I said earlier, that it is a social issue on top of an ethical treatment of animals issue. And I feel that it needs to be discussed in that way, and I feel like doing it on a national platform with the resources that I have is the next step and should have been done a long time ago, in my opinion.
Hey,
so
are you on the line with us? Hello? Okay.
Did it drop?
Hello, are you there?
Well, he asked the question,
Finish with your
so
answer,
basically, I feel that this should have been done a long time ago, and I think it's the next thing to do, and I think it's a great way to get educate people about it, just as you do with your films and stuff.
Pit bull.
How about a pit bull?
Pit bull really works.
Pit bull. Release the dog in you. Pit Bull energy drink. Sugar-free. Now in 3 new flavors. Cranberry pink grapefruit, pomegranate blueberry, and cherry lime. Pit Bull. Tasty experience. When you need a pickup, it's time for a Pit Bull. Pit Bull.
Bottom line is, I have a wonderful, amazing production company, one of the best in DC, handling the logistics of the actual event. Security will be provided. There are 50 marshals that will be there as volunteers, and we can only do what we can do. And marches happen all day long. Every day in DC, rallies happen, and if people want to oppose it and people want to make it about them and they want to break the rules, there's nothing I can do about that. So when you ask me, what did you say?
You could have the event inside. That was there. You can control the environment.
I'm doing it on the West Lawn to change laws, and the logistics of it are exactly how they're going to be.
What I'm concerned about is a large gathering of people with dogs that doesn't happen.
Well, they've been told not to bring dogs.
So let me finish because I got your answer. So my concern is if something does happen, then what are you going to do after the fact? I'm just asking you a question.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. What do you want me to do? Why should it be indoors?
Hello? Oh, they're gone. Okay. Hello?
Conversations with a Pit Bull Live, a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pit Bull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste.
I don't know what he's talking about. And if he would like to come and manage people that may or may not bring dogs, something that may or may not happen, he's welcome to come too. Everybody's welcome to come. It's a national. It's my First Amendment right to plan this rally.
Okay.
And it's going to be done on the west lawn of the United States Capitol. There's happens to be like 4 other marches that day, which is kind of inspirational.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
See, and
for
I'll be
different
honest with
causes.
you. Yeah, and see, I've only been in Washington in limo, you know, because it was the murder capital of the world. I was scared to get out the car, or the United States. So, you know, when somebody says they might bring pit bulls, I'm like, is that all? You know, because it's like,
listen,
what about a Uzi?
Well,
And,
look, the bottom line is you can't control human beings,
Right.
and all you can do is be as straightforward as possible, which I have been. All of the interviews and all of the things that I talk about and will continue to talk about with regards to the march are no dogs are allowed.
Right.
Now, to answer him, it would be a very unfortunate thing if people did bring pit bulls and there happened to be an incident.
Right.
But we're going to do all that we can to make sure that that doesn't happen, and we're going to trust that people are wanting the positive change and are going to be educated, and we're going to celebrate the breed. And we have Ellie, the pit bull, the hero dog, coming with her mom, Leah, who's there, couldn't be sweeter. And things like what Fred just brought up, we're going to talk about. It's a positive experience, and I can understand people having concerns. But I'm not renting a convention center and charging tickets for people to come in. It's not being done inside. It's being done exactly where it's been set to be done.
That's right. And concerns are good.
Concerns are good, but
people and
offer answers or don't.
Happen.
Yeah.
And stuff is going to happen. Yeah. And Cheryl, I want your
Rebecca.
question.
Yes.
Rebecca, this is Cheryl from the Portland Pit Bull Project.
Hi,
We've
Cheryl.
talked a couple of times online.
Hi there.
Hey, girl, I know you're not going to listen to these people, but here's my take on it. We can fear what might happen, or we can create what we want to happen.
There
And
you
I
go.
think in Washington, D.C., on May 3rd, we're going to create a group of pit bull advocates that are going to stand up calmly and rationally.
Correct. That they're not going to be there. The people that are you still there?
I think
She
we
dropped.
lost her, yeah. And we
Well,
got
I
other
will
lines.
address what she just said. First of all, if she's still listening, that is exactly the kind of, I got to tell you, as I spoke to earlier, the gentleman that called in before, I've been dealing with those periodically throughout this experience since it's been announced. But for the most part, people like Cheryl, people have stepped up to say what they want to do to help. They think it's exactly. There's going to be more great people there than people like coming screaming and bringing dogs and pit bulls. I really think that if you're going to take the time and money and effort to get yourself to Washington D.C.,
right.
you really want to see a change. So. I thank you, Cheryl. You're exactly right. It's truly what I believe. And as I said, thousands and thousands and thousands of people know about this. And I can honestly say it's been about a dozen of that guy that I just dealt with. It's for the most part, everybody has been amazing and encouraging and, donating and standing, and saying they're going to do what they can to get there and really want to see a change. And, including our president.
Oh, that's right. Exactly. Well,
we got to mention that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I love him. The one thing that I want to say is that I do see, as I've been watching what you've been doing over the months, I do want more people like the Drayton questions asked, because if those things are addressed and people know how you feel about them, it's over with.
That's it. Well, I just explained. Yeah.
No, you see
exactly.
what I mean? And anybody else who's got questions, please call in. And again, we're going to be doing this all the way up to the end of the event, and after the event. The
I
thing
believe
is,
his main concern and his main question was Why is it not indoors? You got to take a break?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're going to tell us that when we come back. It's not indoors because you don't.
Because we're
own
trying
a
to change
building.
laws
Yeah.
on Capitol Hill, so we're going to
Okay.
the Capitol.
So, yeah. And so when we come back, I got questions. Fred's got questions. He's sitting over there all the way in Miami. It's probably
There's
sun is
Fred.
shining.
Look at Fred.
So-
He's going crazy,
That's right.
everybody.
So we'll be right back. 323-965-1600. 323-965-1600. And we'll see you in a second.
Pitbull.
How about a pit bull?
Pitbull really works.
Pitbull. Release the dog in you. Pitbull energy drink. Sugar-free. Now in 3 new flavors. Cranberry pink grapefruit, pomegranate blueberry, and cherry lime. Pitbull. Taste the experience. When you need a pickup, it's time for a Pitbull. Pitbull.
All right. Hey, guys. I'm sorry. Everybody that's calling and hanging up, don't hang up. I don't have a lot of help. So if the phone keeps ringing, that's the process. You will not be answered and you'll put on hold unless we get a chance to get you on the line. That's why I was trying to get across to everyone. Okay.
Pardon?
Okay. Hello. You there?
I'm here.
Hey, is this Cheryl?
It is.
Hi, Cheryl.
We couldn't hear you. And
Hey, Rebecca, the call got dropped somehow.
Sorry.
Yeah, all the calls are getting dropped. I'm sorry, dear.
Yeah, and Rebecca, I was just listening to what you were saying about all the people that are taking the time and the money to get there.
Sure.
I spend a lot of time on Facebook advocating for pit bulls, and I've been fortunate enough in the last 3 years to connect with a lot of people who do the same thing I do. And through your march, just getting out there and through my helping you promote it and other people helping you promote it, I have met so many awesome people.
Me too.
I know it's going to be an awesome march.
Yeah.
We really want this. This is something we've really wanted. So thank you so much for doing it for us.
Drop my
Well,
pit bull.
I'm really honored to be doing this, and you know, with it comes the good and the bad, and the criticisms and the not. But I have to tell you, my experience, Cheryl, has been the same as yours. Like for the most part, I have met phenomenal, intelligent, strong, smart people, and you know, I think concerns are great, and one of the reasons we're trying to raise funds is because I've literally brought on the best production company. The production company that did the inauguration is going to be running the rally in D.C.
Oh, is that right? So
Yeah,
that's part of.
And by the way, they're not cheap.
Oh,
so,
yeah, I'm sure.
But aside from that, they are animal people. They believe in the cause as well. They fully understand the logistics of the West Lawn and what's required by the U.S. Capitol Police and the requirements for staging and generators and all the things that go along with it, risers. And it's very, very complex and very, 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 very extensive. And there are rules and regulations and permits, and it is a very, very complicated event to pull off. And,
I can't even imagine. I try to do little events here, and it's like overwhelming.
Insane. Yeah, it is. And that is why, 6 months in, it was time to add on a production company that could take over the logistics and handle it in the most professional way. So, concerns are fine, questions are fine, but negativity is not. And could negative things happen? Yeah, they can happen anywhere. But this event was not created to enforce or to provide an opportunity for something negative to happen. This event was created to end BDL or BSL, however you choose to.
BDL too. We
BDL,
want to end that,
BDL,
whatever that is.
BDL. Fred loves BDL.
We want to end it all.
That's beating down ladies.
This was created for two specific reasons. I know that there's a lot of issues with regards to all animals and the ethical treatment of them, but this specific rally is to end BDL/BSL and abuse and bring awareness to dog fighting.
Right.
And I am dedicated to doing that.
So Rebecca, let's
Yes, sir.
let's let Foster get a question in.
Go,
for
Foster.
45, 50 minutes in here. I want to know this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you want to happen. Let's say we get to May, and actually I even wanted to talk about the countdown coming up to May. It's like, what can the public do?
Great.
What do you want to happen? What is the plan in January, February? Let's set some milestones, try to make some points.
Good question.
And so too, how I can help. But go ahead.
Now that right there is what it's about.
Okay.
How it can help. And that smile doesn't hurt. So, and Fred, I'm going to need you to be quiet because you're really going crazy over there and your attitude is out of control.
I'm still trying to get over that phone call.
Oh, don't worry about it. I deal with it every single day. It's obnoxious. But, but funny. Okay, but wait, let me answer your question.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Question number 1. What are some milestones?
Yes.
Well, sir, okay, so 2 giant things. We're getting a very enthusiastic production company attached. It's not easy to do.
Right.
But a production company that understands everything. And I got that.
Sounds like
so
you
that
got
was
the mother load.
Let me tell. I did.
Yeah.
I did. They do the
You got low friends in high places.
Well,
I can
it
tell.
worked out very nicely, and I'm very excited about it. And I literally, it's allowed me to sleep a tiny bit better at night.
Yeah.
That was the first big milestone, and that just happened 3 weeks ago. So that's exciting. The securing of the location was another big. That is a very, very, very extensive process. In which securing an area, securing a place to accommodate thousands of people in Washington, D.C. on a weekend, that is not easy.
Right.
So that was done. That milestone is accomplished. The next milestone was to get the sponsor packets done, which you knew about. That was done already a month ago, and those have all been sent out to over 150 sponsors because we're always looking for sponsors.
Okay.
The other thing that needed to be done was to get the fundraising page up. We got that up and going, and that's been doing very well. And people like Cheryl have been sharing it and telling people about it, and we've been steadily raising money, as well as getting the 1 Million Pebble March T-shirts. That's already been done. Those are selling nicely. People are loving them because they are fantastic.
That's right. Actually, I got one in the trunk of my car.
Put it on, please.
And it doesn't belong to me because when I came to your event, it's like they didn't take credit cards or something like that.
Yeah.
And something so I could only buy one, and it's not mine. It belongs to Megan.
I'll get you
in New York.
All right, I'll get you
it's still in the trunk of my car. Yeah, right, Megan. She's like, that's about to be in the mail a month.
No, they're fantastic, and people are loving them. So those are really great. And lastly, the other thing that I really felt was very important to the event was we have over, first of all, I do want to mention there are over 28,000 signatures on the petition, because I have a petition that I'm trying to give to the governor. Hang on, I'm going to wrap it up.
Thank you.
Last thing is, I wanted to attach an animal enthusiast and lover, and who's someone is passionate, a publicist, to help to create awareness, and that has been done. So to answer your question,
Animal enthusiast.
what?
Animal
Publicist.
Oh, publicist.
Now, to answer your question, what are the milestones? The number one thing that needs to happen currently at this time are funds. We really need sponsors, and there's still some people showing interest, which is great. So we need sponsorship, and we need people to keep signing the petition, and we need people to share the fundraising link. Now, everything else is set up in line, and what you can do to help, and what everyone else can do to help that's listening, is go to the causes page, go to the community page. You can go to standupforpits.us and find all that stuff. Just keep signing the petition. Be sure to spread the word that everybody is welcome except dogs. We need 2-legged types of folks, not 4-legged, and that's it. That's what you can do. You can keep spreading the word and raising funds. That's what we need.
Okay. Will anybody be there? Okay, phone lines, keep holding on. Hold on. Will anybody be there naked?
If you,
Yeah, you, Foster.
Foster. Actually, I just wanted to invite you and take this opportunity to invite you and Fred.
Yeah, they said it was a pit bull march.
Completely naked. Oh, and we do have one key. Oh, the other small note. We have Leah and Ellie the pit bull are coming. They're the first keynote speakers.
Okay.
But people have been asking. Let me address this.
Sure.
People have been asking, Rebecca, I want to be considered to be a keynote speaker. I want to come as a special guest. I want to do this. And listen, here's the deal. The more the merrier. The event the rally will be 2.5 hours long max.
Okay. What time start?
Well, that we're determining with the production company. It depends on the size of the stage. Now the stage varies. I won't get into it because it's a lot, but the stage will vary as well as the setup and breakdown time based on how many people attend.
Okay.
That we'll know further out.
Okay.
But for now, I want to have as many keynote speakers and guests that we can celebrate this breed and do. I mean, I want to.
All right. Well, write me down.
But we got to have money to fly them there.
To have the thing.
And put them up in hotels. We can't ask people, hey, do you want to come in and talk? And then you pay for it yourself. No, we got to.
Fred could take the bus.
Well, Fred could pay for it.
We don't have to fly him there. He could Greyhound.
No, but so to answer everybody's question, yes, we want as many keynote speakers and we want as many great people there who are also behind this cause.
Well,
but we gotta raise money.
Wait a minute. So you're saying we can raise money, I could call Drayton back and Drayton could come and make sure, because that conversation, and it's kind of sad the way the conversation for maybe you guys, because you can't see me right now, or you can't see me on YouTube because you're listening to this. That boy, that guy, that man has got so much to offer. He's got a lot of stuff, but he has got some issues that he's been, along with other people. I told you, I got a lot of emails, a lot of phone calls. I can't answer questions for Rebecca Corry. It's Rebecca Corry's event. So she's gonna answer questions, but we gotta make it so that she can. Because you know what? And it would be so.
If he wants to come and be, a special guest.
Hey, we got somebody on the phone. He may not. May. But I'm saying, I want your. This is the bottom line. I want this event
the best for
to
him.
be. No, I want the best for the event.
Me too.
The hell with Drayton. Drayton, you know what I say, the hell with you. It ain't about Drayton. Drayton will know that it's about the dogs.
It is.
So that's why I'm here. That's why Fred's here. That's why you here. That's why we all better be here. So let's go to the phones, because this event has got to be successful.
Fred is really
either way.
upset by
Bring me the line. Hello, are you there?
I'm still here. You want to take another caller, Foster?
Yes, Cheryl.
First, let me say to Cheryl, I love her.
All right, Cheryl, she loves you.
Cheryl.
But you can't have her. That's my woman already.
We are sharing out here.
Okay.
For you.
Thank you so much, Cheryl.
In case people don't believe that sharing this event doesn't work, I actually got a personal Facebook message from a friend in Germany the other day, Nicole Vorloff, that announced to me that she was going to be making the trip from Germany to Washington, D.C. just to be a part of this.
That's fantastic.
They have something they call the Soka Run in Germany. They have literally hundreds of pit bulls, Rottweilers, Dobermans that walk through their cities like on a regular basis.
Great.
To try to end breed-specific legislation and discrimination there.
It's fantastic.
So networking works, folks. You just need to get just one click could potentially reach 500,000 people. You don't really think about it, but it could.
You're right, Cheryl. Thank you so much, and I appreciate I've said to Foster before, if you're not part of the solution, then you are part of the problem, and by sharing and by educating and by telling people about the event, you are part of the solution. So thank you so much.
That's right. And hold on, is someone else on the line?
Hey, Foster.
Hey, who's this?
It's Dogfather, my friend.
Hey, how are you? Patrick?
I'm doing good.
Good. Go ahead. We're on the downhill.
I want to apologize to you because we went with that screw up with the show.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
We still want to get you back.
Oh, hey, Patrick. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
The dog father.
Hey, her little face just lit up brighter than Fred's, man. When she heard
Fred.
your noise.
Fred needs to calm down.
Yeah, we got your back at the PBA and like Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. We're sharing, we're getting it out there, and I think what you're doing is great. And I just want to say, I don't know what all that was about credentials, but I don't I don't see where credentials come into play here as far as what makes a person, gives them the right or whatever the word. I don't want to rehash anything here, but
Well, you know what, Patrick?
I'm
I
one
want to.
person and you're one person, and together, people like you and Cheryl and Foster, credentials don't mean anything.
Yeah, they don't. No, here's what it is. Is like
so
this is. I do want to.
I don't know where that was coming from.
Wait, can you hear me?
Every pit bull owner is an advocate. They have to.
Yeah.
That's the only way we're going to end.
I'm trying to keep everybody on the
good,
line.
good.
I wanted. I would like
I
to
just
have
wanna
Drayton
address
on,
what
but
Patrick said.
Everybody's got to let everybody talk.
Okay. Can I address what Patrick said?
Please.
Do not get mad, Foster.
Oh,
okay.
Don't get mad, Foster.
No, Foster's on it.
I'm scooting my chair closer
Him and Fred are
closer
just, they're unpredictable.
here,
Fred has
too.
not stopped talking since he got here.
I know.
So here's
There's nothing to say.
I love Fred so much.
There's not 1 inch of dead air for me to squeeze into.
Correct, sir. Correct. I do want to say to Patrick, yeah, and you know, I won't rehash it either. I told Foster when I got here, I said, you know, that kind of frantic and just negativity of, you know, why don't you do it this way? Why aren't you doing it that way? What about this? What about that? You know, just there's no solutions there, and it takes away from the cause. And I won't discuss. You know, I could discuss logistics. It's really boring and it's really annoying.
If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try.
It's really annoying, but it's this. The bottom line is that's where the rally's going to be. It's going to be handled in the best way that it can. I really hope that people don't bring dogs and be irresponsible and have an incident. I really hope that doesn't happen. I really do. But I will do everything that I can, you know, to ensure that doesn't. And I already have, and I already am. And if anyone else wants to help with doing that, be part of the solution. But I have to agree with Cheryl. I think most people are really finding their way to D.C. to support something that really needs to be ended, which is BDL and abuse. So that's that. You know, I appreciate everybody's support, and I do think again with Cheryl sharing the event and raising funds really is now what needs to occur, because we need a minimum of. I have on the fundraising page $40,000. The stage alone will cost $13,500, just the stage. So. Funds are very, very important, and the more funds we have, the more resources that we have.
Okay, so this is the thing, guys. Everybody out there, again, this is episode 1 of the Rebecca Corry adventure, and we will be doing much, much more. I've got other questions, but there's a phone call, and I want to get to that one real quick too. Go ahead. Someone on the line, please.
Hello?
Hello, go right ahead.
Foster.
Yes.
It's Paula.
Hey, Paula, how are you, dear?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. You have a question for Rebecca?
Yes. Actually, I have a couple of questions. It's about her venue during the march.
Yes.
And
she's listening.
There's a complaint about the widespread pit bull bans in the U.S. military housing and other areas. Is that going to be addressed at all, since you're going to be in the nation's capital?
It sure is.
Good. Also,
good question.
There is a lot of rumors going around in the rescue area that there are some rescues that are taking dogs to Canada and selling them.
What?
And they're being used for lab experiments, and they're also being used for dog fighting. Will any of this be addressed?
I'm not aware of that. Can you email me that?
I sure can.
Yeah, I am not aware of that at all. But yeah, if it there's two specific. I want to be very, very clear. As I said before, first of all, both very, very good questions and very good points, and I'm really, really happy that you've made me aware of that. That second one is absolutely disgusting. The march is specifically to end BDL, BSL, and abuse, which falls under dogfighting, and to offer solutions about how we can end this, and how it is also what I truly believe to be a social issue on top of an ethical treatment of animals issue. Now, as I said earlier, there are a million unethical things going on with animals and pit bulls on a daily basis. And I would like to cover all of them in all aspects. But it's my experience that at this march, at this specific rally, we have to be very streamlined and very, very clear on what our ask is of the governor, of the state, and what we want to be changed. If you haven't read the causes page, I would suggest everybody read the causes page. It's very specific as to what the ask is. So I'm going to be very specific about that. However, the topic of abuse and dog fighting is going to be covered. If there is information, just as you shared, that needs to be addressed, and it's fact, it's not rumor, it is fact, I need to know that, and I will do my best to incorporate that in the event's itinerary. But I want to be very clear that the two things that are specifically going to be discussed are the causes pages, which is very specific, and what we're asking the governor and the state to do, and the angle of dogfighting and abuse that I am taking, the stance that I am taking on it.
Okay. And, and
I hope that clears it. I hope that helps.
That helps a whole lot. That's one of the things. And that's why I say this is the first of the series of of interviews with you. And so you can come here so the public can, because now as many people, and it's raining in L.A., and, everybody freaks in L.A. when it rains, but around the country, I know I've gotten so many personal emails. I've gotten emails in my email, and I've had people call me about this event. And now, as me, a lot of people hung up and listen. I got a Dow Tony millionaire, but this is going to happen again. This is my question: if I'm going to be at the event, if Fred and the rest of the community does a rally around this event, and everything starts to happen now. Some of the things that needs to be addressed that I would like to address would be having this group of people is to march. Foster would be marching about the insurance companies and their attitude towards pit bulls and stuff. It's like those are some of the issues.
Here's the deal, Foster. I want to address this. That's a very, very good point. And this
housing.
I understand. Yeah. I understand. And she just brought up great points too about the military. Yeah. How BDL affects us all. Right. How pit bulls. How it affects society, how it affects, the shelter system, the spay. There's so many different reasons why people will show up to march. And everybody is entitled to that. This is America. That is their First Amendment right to show up that day, and they can march or they can rally that day at the West Lawn of the United States Capitol for whatever reason inspires you. Foster, if the insurance and how people are discriminated against and can't live in certain places because they own this dog, if that's what bothers you and that's what makes you go to D.C., then you have every right to do that. But the rally itself, this march on Washington, is specifically stated from day one and will continue to be reiterated throughout, is to end BDL, BSL, and abuse. Right. But it doesn't mean that has to be, you're there to support those, but you have your own thing that drives you to be there. Right. I want you there. And I want you there.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And if next year,
I think everybody's got to understand.
They do. That they can be there for whatever reason they want. And Foster, I want to give you this. And Fred, I want to give you guys this. I want to give you guys, and everyone listening, hey, anyone in the United States of America can organize a rally in Washington, D.C., and I encourage you to organize rallies every single year, every single month, every single week, if that's your First Amendment right to do for your reasons and the way you want to do it. Do it. Go. Do it. End BSL. End abuse. End it. Right. Make a rally just for the military. Yeah. Make a rally just for. Go. That's your choice. I want you to do it.
Right.
Go. Fred, next year, Fred, it's your march. It's on you, sir.
No, man. I'm leaving it to you.
All right, kid. All right. Well, see, that's just it. It's like, and what was the name of the gentleman that called in that was mad?
Drayton.
Okay, Drayton. I want Drayton to do a rally and a march. I want him to do that next year. Mm-hmm. I'll go to his. Mm-hmm. Do it up. Start making phone calls. Get in there, Drayton. Do the Drayton Pibble March. Next year, Drayton Pitbull March, guys, 2015.
Well, no, you know what's going to happen, and I already seen it. You know, I'm a little psycho. No,
psychic.
Yeah.
Psychic. Oh, gosh. What?
And no, at the end of the day, everything's going to come together and pull together because
it's actually doing really well.
And everyone who, and it's not, I don't think it's a negative side, see, because you say, negativity. I think it's an informational thing. I think because people are just so damn stressed in life, period, and everybody's got their own issue. And when they hear because I know Drayton. I've never met him face to face, but I've done a lot of.
And I'm sure he has good intentions. But but I want to say this too: people do not know unless you have ever done a national movement at the nation's capital. Right. Unless you've ever done that. Right. You do not have a clue to what you do not. That's right. Now, as I said, we could dedicate one entire hour to the logistics. It will be so boring. And so it'll just be a ton of forms and information, and it is really annoying and boring. But it's like the DMV times 7,000. Right, exactly. But the truth of the matter is, unless you have done a national movement and organized, there are a million things that could go wrong with anything.
I'll tell you the truth. We're in entertainment, right? I'm a filmmaker, and that's all I've ever done. The one thing that I know with production, Murphy's going to show, regardless, something going to go wrong. You can't do shit. If nothing goes wrong, you never done nothing. Because you just plan in, and you do all the planning you can. You build in all of the stuff. You do all you can, and then the shit that happens, you deal with it and just keep going.
And I feel like if anyone, including Drayton, him. Including him or anyone else who has these serious, he obviously is very, 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 very concerned.
That's what it is.
Okay, and if he has these concerns, or anyone. Because, Drayton is not the only person out there.
Exactly,
there's hundreds of thousands of people that know about this.
I personally have 50 emails in my email box. That's why I'm saying.
I have over 3,000. So here's the deal. It's like if anyone has concerns, I would suggest calmly making suggestions, but also understand that this has been going on now for 6 or 7 months, and there is an unbelievable production company that is attached to this, and everything is going to be done in the safest, smartest way. And if nutbags show up with dogs trying to make some sort of statement, there's nothing I could do about that. Right. But it will be handled in the moment. And I strongly believe that there will be thousands of people there with good intentions, and I feel really, really, really positive about it.
Me too. Well, I know what's going to happen, and I just want everything.
Who's laughing?
I'm sorry. Okay, we got some. Yes, that's for. I don't know. Who's on the line?
It's me.
Who's me? Oh, that's Paula.
Who's me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have to.
I need to ask Rebecca one more thing.
Go right ahead.
And then I'm done. If there are people that have this type of information, Rebecca, what would be the best way for them to get it directly to you? Because I'm sure that there is more information out there on the dog fighting and sending dogs to Canada and labs, that are doing testing and stuff. I'm sure I am not the only one that can provide this information. What is the best possible way to get that directly to you so that it's not being lost in the shuffle, not being overlooked?
Got you.
The best possible way to get something to me is to go through standupforpits.us, and it will definitely be looked at and provide. Paula, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, please provide facts. I get thousands of emails of people with lots and lots of stories, and I've heard this, and did you hear this, and there's this, and there. It's a lot, and again, my 2 reasons for this rally in particular. By the way, this doesn't have to be the only rally that ever happens in the United States. There could be a rally, like I said, every week, but for this one, it's
be any more after this, and you keep putting that mic in your face.
Okay, but listen, there's two main reasons that I already spoke of them as to why we're doing this. So the itinerary for the rally, the things that will be discussed, who will be speaking, that is not listen to the dogs. That has not been solidified, and it will not be solidified at least until a few weeks out. So people keep asking me, well, who's going to speak, and what are they going to speak about, and what's going to? That is putting together a live event. A lot of those things have to happen. Those are part of production, and that will happen later on. But please send me that information through standupforpits.us. I will definitely look at it. And I will. It will be brought to my. It will be a part of it if it's appropriate for it. Which it sounds like it. It sounds terrible.
That's
actually.
right. Well, Rebecca, listen.
Did she hear that? Paula?
I think she did. She may be on hold because the dogs are barking, and I did my mystical thing to try to make the sound go away. I think I made Paula go away. I'm sorry, not personal.
I just want her to know. Standupforpits.us, Paula. Standupforpits.us.
All right,
Go.
so now I got a two-parter for you.
Uh-oh.
All right, one, I'm a sponsor out there. Maybe big, maybe small, maybe a personal sponsor, maybe a corporate sponsor. What do I get for my money? And then in the second part of that is, okay, I'm Foster Quarter and I want to sponsor this, but what do I get to do? Because let's just say the pit people out, we want to attend to support it, but I'm a corporate sponsor. I don't give a damn about dogs. I just want people to know about whatever it is I'm doing on my product. What do we say to these guys?
Well, what I say to you is I direct you to my sponsor fundraiser named Jackie Judd out of the DC area, and then she sends you our official sponsor deck that has the gold, platinum, and silver levels, and it will tell you exactly what you get based on the amount that you donate or the amount that you choose to be a part of the event. That's what I do.
Okay, so I got a cramp. Jackie.
Her name is Jackie Judd,
and we can get her from the website.
You can go through standupforpits.us if you're interested in being a sponsor. Email and say I heard you with the master.
Right.
With Foster and Fred, who has not stopped talking. Heard you guys, and and I want to be a sponsor of the event, and I will forward your information on to Miss Jackie Judd and Lindsay Dawson, who's another one, and they will provide you with the official sponsorship packet.
Okay, and so now I'm Rock and Roll Bob or Country Joe, and I want to perform.
I don't know who Rock and Roll Bob is.
Rock and Roll Bob. You got his record. So I want to perform at this event. It sounds like a thing. I just wrote a new song. Actually, we got to put in a call to my man.
John
Thank you, John Shipe. I'm a pit bull, a big red nose. I love that damn song, man. I put it up, So I want to be part of this thing. What do I do?
Foster, you are on fire today.
Oh, boo-boo, you don't know.
You go through. This is because people have been emailing me.
He's been thinking about this for weeks. This isn't all. He's been writing this down.
I overslept today. I have no notes.
All right, best way, first and foremost, to get any information to me is through standupforpits.us.
Okay.
You could email the site there, and I'll get it.
Okay.
And or some people have been emailing. I got an amazing guy out of New York who has a huge following there, and he's so excited he wants to be a part of it. And as I've been telling everybody, putting it in the running order and figuring out the funds about who we can fly there and who, that's gonna, you can't do anything until you have funds.
Right.
So to answer your question, first part, go through standupforpits.us or shoot me an email through Facebook if you want to participate in the event. Secondly, these details and the running order and the actual itinerary of the 2.5-hour rally at on the West Lawn, that will not be solidified or made public at least until a month out, because we need to have funds and then we need to decide on who is going to be there to represent. Like she mentioned, the military. Be great to have someone from the military who's been affected by BDL come and speak as well.
Right. Well, I got low friends in high places. We're gonna try to shake some. How you think I got Fred?
There are some people like Teresa Donnelly and some other people who are in the military and are advocates that would be great to talk about military and their rules. And they've looked at where the rules have come from. whether they be, and apparently they don't come from the military. They come from the privatized housing that has taken over the military.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm open to that. And I want anyone who wants to be a part of this and can provide, who's in line with the specific asks that we're doing, which are NBDL, NBSL, and end abuse. If that's what people want to stand behind and can offer information to help that cause, hey, have them contact me, and I'm telling you, we raise money. The more money we raise, the more people can come.
Right.
Period.
Well, this is my thing is, I want, just like everybody does, I want this event to be successful, regardless if it's 2,000 people or 200,000 people or 2 million people. It doesn't matter in terms of if the things are accomplished that we need to accomplish. Again, what this show is about is the media and the pit bull and changing the image of pit bulls.
That's a very important element.
I think that there's so many issues. The one issue that I have personally that's my pet peeve is the fracturedness of the pit bull community. That's the reason that I thought it was important for you to come in here so that you could get, because you can do other magazine articles, interviews, and even TV or whatever, but in terms of speaking to the community, the people who are in the trenches and stuff, like who are saying, because you just walked in off the street. There's people been doing pit bull work for many, many years. I just got into the pit bull community. I've been a pit bull owner and behind the scenes advocate for 30 years. That's how long I've had them. That's how long I've seen the decline of the breed and different things. And
well, I didn't just walk in off the street. I want to say that. I've been doing it for 5.5 years, and I've been producing a live event for 3.5 years around the country that has raised awareness in a way that no one has done before. And do I have a lot to learn, and will I do it forever? Yes, to both of those. But I love the pit bull community. But one thing I think that needs to be removed is the human ego. We need to realize that. I just gave him a high five for those of you who couldn't see. But the human ego is an ugly thing, and everybody has their 2 cents and what needs to be. We're a lot more powerful when we're together.
That's right.
And
exactly.
And I do love the pit bull. I love the animal community, not just the pit bull community. I love the animal community, and I think that together, and as I said, Cheryl was saying, she's met a lot of great people through this, just the rally alone, and so have I, man. Aside from you, Fred, the amazing people that have stepped up, and they're intelligent and they want to help and they're excited about it and want it to be successful and really, really want to see an end come to these things. It's been great. It really has been cool. And I think the more people that jump on board, aside from the animal community, because we don't just, this is a very important fact too, we don't just want the animal community and pit bull community. We want everybody to understand that discrimination enshrined in law is wrong. We want everybody to understand that animal abuse is considered scientifically sociopathic, and it's been proven over and over again that people who abuse animals will likely, and most oftentimes do, go on to commit those same crimes against humanity. So we have to understand that we have a social issue on our hands as well as an ethical treatment of animals issue. We need to put our, like my page, I'll like your page. Wear my shirt, I'll wear your... Put all this crap aside and say, look, we have an ethics issue, a social issue, and we have a discrimination issue. All of those things are fixable.
That's right.
Let's offer solutions, and let's do it together.
See, now with that, you're getting into my episode 2 later on when you come back, because we can't do everything in one time, and we can't address everything in one time. It's like getting started. And I'm going to give her back her car keys now, because that's the only way I got her here. It's like, so I pay.
Wait, what about Fred? Fred, what do you got? You okay now?
No, I'm okay. I just feel like, this is a show about the march. This is a show about what you have to say. Foster is asking all the right questions. I will say that I'm happy that you have been able to answer questions I've had about getting people in D.C. to get involved, to put it together, because I don't think that's something that's that is worth your time, because you're really promoting it. You need someone to do that. The fact that you got Ellie to come and all these things are happening makes me more confident that it's going to turn out well.
Thanks, Fred. It really is. There's also a lot of amazing things that I didn't get to touch on that are also brewing and happening. And,
Episode 2.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of, you know, I've never done a rally in DC. I never have.
Wait a minute.
And you know, it turns out
we didn't know that. You didn't tell us that.
It turns out a lot of the people in the United States of America haven't. So it is a giant undertaking, and I'm fully aware of what I am capable of doing and what I'm not capable of doing. I'm also very much a control freak and want to know absolutely every detail about everything. So I am involved in every element of it, but I understood that, you know, when the logistics part of it came down to happening to accommodate, whether it be like what Foster said, 2,000, 10,000, 2 million, I understood that is not something that needs a team of people, and I have an amazing team, and I'm very excited about that. I'm honored that they believe in this cause enough, and the event, they love the event. They're so excited about it. And
well, I'm proud that you were able to realize that and do what you did.
Oh, sure. But it had to be done in a certain period of time. You can't, in the first month or 2 or 3 or 4, you can't just call it. You need to have things in alignment. You have to have what you're at. There's a whole series of things that had to happen, and there's a whole series of other things that will continue to happen in a certain period of time. And I'm telling you, the number one thing now, that so many things so many ducks are in a row now, is we really do have to raise funds, because that is the answer to many people's questions about who can come, who can do this, who can do that. Well, the more funds we have, the more resources we can tap into.
Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay.
That's really
Fred. She's never done an event on the South Lawn of Washington. Can you believe that?
How lazy
the
am I?
nerve of this chick.
Nobody
told me that.
Because I think there's probably only 20 people that ever have.
They haven't. Well, a friend of mine.
Fred has a very good point.
Wait a minute. No, digressing for a second, but that control freak thing is like, is handcuffs come with that?
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Fred,
no, I'm sorry. We're still on the air. I didn't.
You know what?
How did this happen to me?
You saw the handcuffs on your rear view mirror of your car. That's why you bring that up.
Yeah, you know. Hey, but you know what? I mean, with this, I got. It was 2 things that, and again, I told you I woke up late, so I left all my notes. I said I'm gonna be here for Rebecca. Danny's not here. I'm totally out of the loop and control. It's 2 things that I had to say, and that's very, very, very important about one, Dr. Dave, who's a regular contributor to our show. His dog passed this week, and I wanted to raise my pit bull to you, Emma. All right, and we'll pour out the poison like they do in the hood. And Dr. Dave.
I also want to bring up, in that vein, Georgia, one of the original Vic dogs, passed away this last week.
That's right.
So while we're celebrating Emma, we should celebrate Georgia as well.
Okay. And again, no notes. At the top of the show, I had intended to just speak about the biggest dog and big dog who inspired me and has always been like the hero behind me and a lot of things that I've done. And the big dog himself, Nelson Mandela, passed away this week. And I can't even go into, when we do episode 2, I'll have a whole thing about that. But it's certain people, such as Nelson and the other, March on Washington, Martin Luther King, that, was the one that I was part of, and that's when I heard Rebecca Corry is doing 1 million people, I was like, and I'm sick like that, right? The first thing my mind went back to was, because, I'm not a young boy, but I'm a young man. You know what I mean? That was my Washington, experience. And I'm seeing the whole, the scene in Forrest Gump. Jenna ain't running across the water and shit. That's what went through my mind. I'm like, it's gonna be a pit bull thing, and and we may not get that. We won't get from.
Well, that, I got to tell you, a lot of people have said, like, why on earth would you take on this? Why would you do this? I mean, you have to deal with such abuse, and I'm glad we got to see a little bit of that. I'm glad that he actually called in and was going at me like that a little bit, because
it's a
I gotta
wonderful
tell you,
thing. We need
because I do, and why am I doing this? It's not for profit, and I am absolutely no. I am absolutely. I'm absolutely qualified. I'm absolutely qualified to speak on behalf of this breed, and I will continue to do so as long as my mouth works.
Right,
but my point is this. I actually posted this on my foundation page today. It's like, no dream. If your dream isn't scary, it's not big enough.
That's right.
So I think that you have to, you really do got to go big, or you got to go home. And I thought, it is a huge risk, and I am putting myself out there. And I have a whole life. I have a career and a different. I didn't ever anticipate that at this point in my life that this would be happening. But this is what has moved me, and I'm doing it with the best of intentions. I've had the honor of learning, being educated by people like from Letty and Fred and several other people in the animal community, and I continue to keep learning. I continue to keep growing. I continue to keep doing my homework, and and I feel like it's in the end, bottom line, this is worth it. And I've also been asked recently, would you be willing to march every single year? I would.
Yeah, why not? I would. A call from Georgia? Oh, okay. If it's a Skype, we're not taking Skypes today. Okay, so listen, we're going to take a break in a second, and I'm going to come back with the last question. Or no, not the last question. One more question for Rebecca, and it's involving her celebrity friends, because people sent me emails. Well, how come her friends don't put the money up? So when we come right back, we'll talk about that.
My God.
I like that tone of voice, Foster.
Oh, go ahead.
Conversations with a Pit Bull Live, a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pit Bull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste.
Hey, we are black, and in the studio is.
You say black?
Yes,
black.
You did,
no, I
Fred.
wouldn't say ever. That would be a Freudian slip or something. I think maybe. But okay, so we back with Rebecca Corry in studio with us here, and
I didn't know Rebecca Corry was black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Somebody asked me when they looked at her pictures. They said she's got dreadlocks.
Yep.
And I said, yeah, she does.
Yep.
But that's a whole nother story. Okay, so listen, I'm out of time, but I got to ask this, Rebecca.
Yes.
I've gotten emails. They say, hey, you guys in Hollywood, man. She's got celebrity friends, big. How come she don't have them put up the money? How come, those people love pit bulls? Tell me something about your celebrity friends and this movement, this project and whatever have you. How come you can't go to Mr. Hollywood and say, write a check?
I'm not sure who Mr. Hollywood is, but no, I understand the question. I hear what you're saying, and I do have friends that are in a very different tax bracket than people like you and I.
Speak for yourself.
But I'm not in charge of people's finances. I don't know why has the ASPCA not put in money? Why has Best Friends not put in any money? Why has Cesar Millan not put any money? Why have you donated?
Oh, we don't say certain.
Okay, sorry.
Hey, don't bring up Cesar Millan on this show.
We don't do that.
Here's the point. My point is this, guys. First of all, don't edit me. Second of all, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. If someone wants to donate, if a group, a person, or I'm not in charge of people's finances. All I can do is put the link up. I can ask people and be very clear on what the cause is about. And if people don't want to participate, there's the answer. Mm-hmm. There's no other answer for that. It's other than, I don't know.
Okay, and there it is. So,
and maybe the people asking that question
should ask
themselves, what have I done
you go. But they ain't done nothing because, because my show has been, nobody has said, Foster, here's a big check. Well, Fred did at first, but I told him, no, look, don't keep your money. Just come on and share your legal knowledge and experience.
I get really annoyed by that question, like, well, why don't rich people do it? Listen, there are almost 10,000 people on all these combined pages. If each one of them donated $1 a month.
Oh shit.
Done.
Wait a minute, I think I got a buck. Right?
We'd be done. $1. Give me a
I
buck.
got $1.
Give me $1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Foster just donated. He just donated $1.
Here we go.
Don't give it to me. Don't give it to me. You got to put it through the website. Fred's clapping.
All right, hey.
Go to the GoFundMe link.
$1,
I'm
and it's a real
dollar also.
All right.
He's donating $1 too.
So,
I'm telling you.
That's
people
$2.
Listen, people don't see the power in that.
We're close.
If 10,000 people donated
We're
$1,
close.
done.
That's
Donate
right.
$1.
Wait a minute, and
don't point the finger and ask other people
Wait
to
a
do
minute.
it.
I got another $1. This is for my boy Drayton, because he going to be there, because we're going to have him on it, because I love that mother.
Drayton.
He is, and I know he gets, that's what we're going to get. Because I was just talking during the break, this show wouldn't be what it was without Drayton, so don't nobody go hating on my boy.
Might be a little bit more fun, but I get it.
It was fun, it is fun. We're going to wrap, listen.
You need some contrast on these shows.
That's right, exactly.
Oh, Fred.
And I'm sure he's got, so come back with me, Rebecca, Fred, Drayton, and the missing Danny Mason.
Yes.
And the rest of our team. And remember, we'll be streaming next year. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody
No, it's
that didn't
already
make
passed.
it. It did?
It's
Christmas
over.
is coming.
Thanksgiving. I already ate my Thanksgiving.
Wait.
Thanksgiving
Okay.
or Christmas is next, right, Fred?
So that turkey, I got is bad. Now it's gone bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Depends on the stuffing.
Okay, all right. So and next time Rebecca is here,
Uh-huh.
there's gonna be 2 pit bulls sitting here. Her baby, my baby. And so, honey, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
This is this is
Whoa.
a wonderful thing. Whoa.
Thank you so much for having me.
Everyone,
donate.
See you later. And we got an outro in there for you, sir. I think there's somewhere.
Bye, Fred.
Take
Bye,
care, everybody.
Rebecca.
Bye.
I'm a pit bull, and I approve this message.
Yeah.